All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you another very important step that you're going to need to run your campaign budget optimized campaigns inside Facebook. And those are going to be setting up your custom audiences. So I'm just going to grab the URL for because this is the page that I'm going to be running my campaign to. We're going to just jump right into creating our custom audiences. You're going to find it's really, really easy. What we're going to do is we're just going to come right over here in Ads Manager, and we're going to click on this audiences, and we're going to go to our audiences. Now, the only thing you need to remember is you really, in order for these audiences to work, you need to make sure that you have your retargeting pixel installed on all of the pages of your website or the funnel that you're going to be running ads to. So we already have ours installed. If you haven't installed yours already, then you need to go in and just, if you don't know how to do it, watch the video that I made on how to do all that. So what we're going to do, again, we're just going to come over here, we're going to click on this audiences, and then we're going to come in here to audiences, and then we're going to hit create audience, and we're going to create a custom audience. So we're going to come in, create this custom audience. We're going to use our source is going to be website, and then what we're going to do is here, we're going to include people who meet any of the following criteria. So we're just going to put any. I'm going to pick my pixel, the only one that I have right now, and you're just going to pick the pixel that you've installed on your website. We're going to, instead of all website visitors, what we're going to do is we're going to pick visitors who have visited specific web pages. I'm going to change this to 180. Okay, and the reason I'm changing mine to 180 days is because this is a brand new funnel. I haven't even launched it yet, so it's going to have very limited traffic that's came to it already, and the only traffic I'm going to get to it is through Facebook ads. So I want these audiences as big as possible. Now, if you have a page or a funnel or a website and you're getting lots of traffic, then you're more than welcome to go in and actually change these down to different dates to, be able to retarget people who have just visited your website yesterday or things like that. I'm going to keep mine at 180 days, and then I'm just going to pipe in my URL here. So I'm going to pipe in my URL, and then I'm going to call this crazy offer traffic. Now, what this is going to do, this is going to give me a custom audience of literally anybody who comes to this website and has visited this website in the last 180 days. So I'm going to be able to get anybody who's actually came out and visited this website. So I'm going to create this audience right here. Now I have the audience created, and I'm not quite done yet. So for running our ads, remember we're actually setting up campaign budget optimization campaigns inside Facebook. So I want to create a couple more audiences that I'm going to use inside the campaign, and you're going to see how I use all these audiences once we go in and create the campaign. So we're going to go ahead and create 2 more custom audiences here. We're going to create another one from website traffic. And here we're just going to switch, instead of all website visitors, we're going to select leads. All right. So this, again, I'm going to change this to 180 days. And over here, I'm going to click this refine by, and I'm going to use a URL parameter, and I'm just going to pick a URL. I'm going to put in my URL again. What this is going to do, this is going to give me a custom audience of anybody who has became a lead on this website. So basically I've got this website here. Once somebody clicks this, they fill out their information and they click this button right here, they're going to go to the next page that actually isn't even built yet. But once they go to that next page, they're going to trigger the Facebook Pixel lead event. And since they triggered the Facebook Pixel lead event on this actual website, what's going to happen is they're going to now be part of this custom audience. So I'm going to call this crazy offer leads. All right. Now what this is going to give me are just the leads coming from this website. It's not going to give me all the leads that I've got all over the internet. It's going to give me only leads that are coming from this particular funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and create that audience because that's what I need. And now I'm done there. And then I'm going to create one more audience. So I'm going to create one more custom audience. That's again going to be from website. And then I'm going to come over here, and instead of using leads, I am going to use a purchase. So here I'm going to actually use a purchase. So I'm going to change this again to 180 180 days just because, like I said, this is a new funnel. You don't have to put yours at 180 days. You can have it at less days if you want. I'm going to use mine at 180. Just keep in mind 180 days is the maximum time frame that you can do. And then again, I'm going to refine by a URL. I'm going to put in this URL right here, and then I'm going to call this crazy offer sales. So these are literally going to be anybody who has made a purchase. So what's going to happen again is somebody's going to come to this page. They're going to click get started for free. They're going to become a lead. And then on that next page is my sales page. Again, like I said, I don't actually have that page built yet. It's not even, that page isn't even built yet. But if they do happen to go in and actually buy the thing that I'm selling, which is amazing, it's literally all my software for just $1 a day. It's a crazy, crazy offer. If they do actually decide to take that offer, well, they are going to trigger the Facebook purchase event. And because they triggered that Facebook purchase event and they happen to trigger it on this particular page, on this particular URL, they are now going to be part of this crazy offer sales audience. And maybe you're wondering, well, why did we create all three of these? Well, you're going to see whenever we actually go in and we create our campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and actually create this audience now. So now I've got the audience created, and now you can see I've got 3 different audiences here. I've got the crazy offer traffic, I've got the crazy offer leads, I've got the crazy offer sales. And now what you'll be able to see whenever we go in and actually start creating our campaign is I will be able to run my first ad set to get cold traffic, and I will exclude anybody who has already been a piece of traffic. So once I run my first ad, and you'll see whenever we create our campaign, and I'll explain this further whenever we create our campaign, whenever I run my first ad set trying to get cold traffic to become a page view on this page right here, well, that ad will only be seen by cold traffic. As soon as somebody actually comes to this page and views this page, they will no longer see that first ad set anymore. That first ad set will no longer be shown to them. And the reason why in that ad set, I will go exclude people, and the people that I will exclude will be this crazy offer traffic. And then I'll do the same thing for my next ad set. My next ad set, I'll be trying to get leads, and I'll be retargeting this crazy offer traffic, but I will exclude my crazy offer leads. Because if somebody has already became a lead, I don't want to try to advertise to them to get them to become a lead again, because they've already become a lead. So I'm going to use these for 2 things. I'm going to use them for my retargeting, and I'm going to use them as my base audience for the retargeting, like who am I going to show this ad to, and then I'm also going to use them for an exclusion. Who am I not going to show this ad to? Like, for example, whenever I want to run an ad to optimize for purchases, I am going to retarget my crazy offer leads, so only these people will see my ads, but I'm going to exclude these people. Or I'm going to exclude these people. So if I'm trying to get sales, well, I'm trying to get sales from the people who've already became a lead. So I'm only going to show my ad to these leads, people who've became my leads, but I'm going to go ahead and exclude anybody who has already purchased, because if they've already purchased, I don't need to show them an ad to try to get them to purchase again. So you'll get to see this whenever I create the full campaign, and we go through and create the full campaign. You'll get to see exactly how they're used, but now you know how you can go in and create your custom audiences.